Hi, my name's Joe, and I'm with the company Lime Painting, and today we're outside of a very large restoration project that we had the honor of doing outside of the Cheesman Park neighborhood in Denver, Colorado. One of the main components to this project was the copper gutter restoration that we performed, which was very detail-oriented and very rigorous to clean, especially based on the height and angles a lot of these gutters are on this specific house. So what the guys had to do was originally come out and clean off and remove any of the tarnish that was on the gutters originally. That allowed us to bring back the copper look that you see right here on the current gutters. But once we cleaned them with the solution, we were left with a lot of areas that weren't necessarily fully cleaned and needed to get another scrubbing done. So we went around and cleaned them a second time. And then after that, we had to neutralize all the gutters so no streaking occurred once any moisture made contact with that copper. So if you look above me, this entire wooden ceiling and all of the stained doors around the property were restored, which meant we power sanded and hand sanded them down completely, applied a wiping stain followed by a clear coat. In this particular section, it took us a lot of time to actually get the color that we wanted to on the ceiling. So the guys actually had to do 2 separate layers of stain with 2 different stain colors to get the exact color that the client wanted for this project. One of the very difficult portions of this project was also navigating on the soffit and corbels, which were very high up on these walls and some of the peaks around the house as well. When the guys were prepping, they ultimately had to individually spray each of the corbels around the soffit, and then once that was done, individually mask off each of those corbels to be able to spray the soffit in a different color, which is an extremely difficult amount of work, as well as an extremely lengthy prep process. Along with cleaning the copper gutters and restoring doors, we also restored this back door to the park, as well as the copper filament in the middle of it to make sure everything matched around the house consistently. We also were able to restore the pergola and all of the items on the garage, which were very dated before we started the project. But with the right prep work, the right crew, and the right products, we were able to make this house look much younger than it actually is. All of the flashing around the house, the garage, and this pergola section are all copper as well, which we fully restored with the copper gutter scope on the house to make sure all of the sections that were tarnished all look brand new. Like the entry door and ceiling, these doors on the back that were restored took plenty of work and are very detail-oriented. The guys needed to remove the doors off the hinges, stain them with a wiping stain, clear coat them, and then hang them back up with dry time in between each of those steps. Another very detailed and difficult part with this project was matching the current stain inside of the house, which is about 20 to 30 years plus in age, but ultimately we were able to get it done. Another challenging portion to this project was all of the storm windows that needed to be restored. Due to the age of the house, they contained many storm windows across the property. We had to individually take off each window, service them in a makeshift section in the garage that we created, which included scraping, spot priming, caulking, and repainting to ultimately give them a freshened and new look, which is consistent around the property. There's a reason why Lime Painting has consistently worked on historical homes throughout the greater Denver area. Our attention to detail, our prep, our products, the outstanding craftsmen we have on all of our crews, and the overall longevity of the company between the account managers, the production coordinator, and the crew itself are the reason that you'll fall in love with your home again. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and remember to get limed.